What's up, people? It's your boy Carlos Blue Forte, and you're watching the Blue Forte television program where we review all of Chelsea's games in the Premiership and other competitions. Hey, today, Merry Christmas to everybody. It's Boxing Day today, and today Man United are 1-0 up. I think there's about a minute or two left of that game in extra time. So hopefully Man United keep on to that. But they won. They beaten Newcastle at Old Trafford. And tomorrow, and I think it will be Sunday as well, there'll be some games across the Premiership. So I'll start with our game and then I'll just sort of review the other ones. There's only 3 games that are on Sky Sports, by the way. That is Chelsea Villa. I think it's Leeds, and let me make sure for definite. I definitely know our game's on Sky. It's not on TNT or anything like that. So you won't have to go out. The television rights are a bit funny when it comes to Christmas. They sort of alternate. One day it's, I'm not in favor of these 8 o'clock kickoffs on a Monday and these 12:30 kickoffs. But obviously, a lot of the time, TNT, that's how they get there. That's how they get into the game. Right now, the Man United Newcastle game is finished now, ended 1-0 to United. I think there might be an extra minute still being played. But there'll be one game on TNT tomorrow. That'll be Nottingham Forest kicking off at 12:30 against Man City. All the other games, I'm not sure about. There's no televised television rights for them, except for Chelsea Villa, which kicks off at 5:30 tomorrow. And on Sunday, Sunderland versus Leeds, which kicks off at 2 o'clock. That's on Sky. And also Crystal Palace against Tottenham Hotspur, which kicks off at 4:30 on Sunday as well. So some important games, but one of them is very important, and that is our visit from Aston Villa. We'll be playing at Stamford Bridge. Villa are coming, and that's a tough game. It will be as tough as Newcastle. The difference is, I think, like, we're playing at home, so we do have that little advantage from the crowd. Although some people say it doesn't make a difference, I think it does. In our case, you sort of you need to be winning all games anyway, but definitely you want to be taking 3 points for all your home games, or as many as you can. So I will preview that tomorrow, Saturday, the 27th of December. It really doesn't feel like a Friday today, Christmas being on a Thursday and whatnot. But it is what it is. We've got full squad to choose from. We got Robert Sanchez and we've got Philip Jorgensen in goal. We've got Slanini on the bench as well to choose from. We got Cucurella, Tosin, Badiashile, Jarrell Harto, Chalobah, James, Gusto, Fofana, and Echempong. All of those being our defensive choices. We've also got Fernandez, Palmer, Santos, Caicedo, Bayanote, Lavia. Not too sure about actually fitness-wise what's happening with him. But we do have Reggie Walsh in place, Landon Emanalo, and Ollie Harrison as well, just in case things go completely left. And all our forwards, we have Pedro Neto, Jamie Gittins, Yao Pedro, Tyreek George, Mark Guiu. Esteval's not available for now, but we've got Alejandro Garnacho as well. Our opponents, Villa, they got Martinez in goal, they got Bizot, and they got Sam Proctor, as well as Hollinshead, Wright, and Oakley in goal. They got quite a few a lot of competition in goal. Villa. They got Cash, Lindelof, Konsa, Mings, Digny, Torres, Garcia. I think they've got Matson, Patterson, and Rolf in defence. I'm not sure who's fit and who's not for Villa, so please forgive me. But in the midfield, they got Barkley, McGinn, Telemans, Elliott, Buendia, Gmal Aloba. They've got Anana, Bogard, Kamara, Hemmings, Borland, Roggio, and Burrows in the midfield. And up top, very, very thin for them. They got Watkins, Mallon, Sancho, Rogers, and Goussant. And it's interesting, for us because we should be killing these teams, man. Like we should be destroying these teams. I think that Villa have enough in terms of a midfield and maybe options in the defence to sort of hold us. But I think up top they're quite slim. Although they're playing really well so far. They are in third position. We are in fourth. They've had more wins than us, 11 to our 8. We've had 5 draws. They've had 3. We've lost 4. They've lost 3. So yeah, 29 goals for us, 27 goals for them. It's quite tight in terms of not style of play, but in terms of stats and all of that. The problem is, the major thing is we've just been topsy-turvy, drawing with Arsenal 1-0, losing to Leeds 3-1, drawing with Bournemouth 0-0, beating Everton 2-0, and drawing with Newcastle 2-2. It's not been good. Our last 5 games, it's not been good. Whereas Villa, they've beaten Wolves 1-0. You expect that. Okay. Brighton and Hove Albion, they beat them 4-3 in a tight game. They've beaten Arsenal 2-1. They've beaten West Ham 3-2. And they've beaten Man United 2-1. So they were in much better form. And it's looking like, it's a game that we might have to concede, that we might actually lose. But I'd really like to see us go out and battle and try our best and actually try to go out there to win. I think we can win. I don't think it's a pipe dream. I don't think it's a fantasy. I actually think we can win and should win, even with the little injuries we've got and everything else. I just think it's time for us to show. I haven't been that impressed with Garnacho. A lot of people talking about Garnacho, and I have to be honest. There's some chances he could have buried against Newcastle. I just expect a little bit more from him, but I don't expect it from him because I knew what he could do at Man United. He used to come off the bench and make his impacts. And I knew once he started getting full-time football, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it just doesn't work for them. I think it's a bit of a waste of time and money. If you ask me, I would have much preferred to keep Madueke. I've said that. I think that Madueke does the same thing Garnacho does in the sense of taking on players. I think he's better at doing it, taking on players, making dribbles, attacking defenders and stuff. And I think he's way more clinical. He's going to do that low drive in the left bottom bin or the right bottom bin, but you just know all the time he's way more clinical than Garnacho. I haven't been impressed with Garnacho at all. Gittins as well, I do think was slight. I know that the potential Gittins has, but I was never a great firm believer of him. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we give Tyreek George an opportunity. But I do feel like we should win that. I think it will be very tight. I think it will be like a 2-1 or a 3-2 game. It's one of them games we're going to have to maybe battle from behind. But I've got us winning it. winning the game. I think it'll be a 1 goal advantage for us. So it'll be like, say, a 1-0, a 2-1, or a 3-2. And yeah, I've got faith in us. We really need to sort of get ourselves back in this title race. We're 10 points off the leaders, and we need to win all our next games, literally. There's no two ways of putting it. We just have to recapture that type of form. And I know it's easier said than done, but we really, really do need to get back in the title race. Anyway, at the time I'm recording this, the game between Man United and Newcastle is now finished. Man United have beaten Newcastle 1-0. I'm not sure about the scorer, but I will update it tomorrow. I was watching it, by the way, but just not all the way through. Tomorrow at 12:30, it's Nottingham Forest who are hosting Manchester City at home. That is on TNT Sports. I've got Man City winning, getting an away win for that. Arsenal are kicking off at 3 o'clock against Brighton and Hove Albion. I've got Arsenal winning that one. Brentford are kicking off at 3 o'clock against Bournemouth. Even though Bournemouth are away from home, I will give the benefit of the doubt. It will be a tight game. You would expect Brentford to play for a draw, but I've got Bournemouth just edging that one. Burnley are hosting Everton. That's another tight game at home for Burnley, but I've got Everton just slightly winning that one. Another game at 3 o'clock will be Liverpool versus Wolves. Liverpool at Anfield against Wolves in relegation zone. Wolves. I've got Liverpool winning that one. West Ham are hosting Fulham at 3 o'clock too. West Ham are at home. West Ham are topsy-turvy. 1 minute they can win, next minute, but I've got Fulham winning that one. That'll be a tight game. And the last game for tomorrow, which is the only televised game, which is on Sky Sports, will be Chelsea kicking off at 5:30 against Villa. I've got us winning that. A very tight game with a 1 goal advantage for Chelsea. Sunday, the 28th of December, will be Sunderland kicking off at 2 o'clock against Leeds. That's on Sky Sports. I've got Leeds edging that one. Even though I would normally say Sunderland, I'd expect Sunderland to beat Leeds, but Leeds have been getting some very, very shock results recently against us, 3-1, and obviously against Crystal Palace 4-1. You think maybe Leeds will do their thing against Sunderland. Crystal Palace are hosting Tottenham Hotspur at home as many times as I would normally say, and that's on Sky Sports 2 as well. Sky Sports. I feel that Tottenham should win that, but the way Tottenham have been, who we call them, topsy-turvy Tottenham. I've got Palace winning that one. I'll be honest, like either a 1 or 2-0. Tottenham have not been playing well at all. Palace will want to prove a point after the 4-1 loss to Leeds. So yeah, I got Palace winning that one. I'm gonna leave it there. I won't make it too long. Enjoy the rest of the Christmas. Football's there. Remember, there'll be another game before the year is out, either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, something like that. There'll be another game anyway before the year is out, and before the transfer window opens. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yes, I will update you as soon as I can. Possibly, if not tomorrow, it will be on Sunday, the latest. And I'll update you then on everything what's happened. But I just think for Chelsea, for us, you know, we shouldn't even be in this situation where we're looking at teams like Villa and figure that Villa can do a job. Like really, normally underneath most circumstances, I would say that we should easily beat Villa. But Villa have been strong. They have got European football this year, and they got a good manager, good team. But I've got us winning that. It will be a tough game, but it'll be the first of many wins, and we do now need to go on a winning streak and do our best. We have to win all our next games. We can't even be concerned with other teams. We just have to go hell for leather, take one game at a time. But yes, we have to win all the games. So I'll leave it there. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get involved, help the algorithm for the channel. YouTube have put me on a real bad algorithm, so please help it. Even if you don't agree, you dislike the video, whatever, it all helps and adds to the algorithm. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Have a good Christmas until tomorrow. Sorry, until Sunday or Monday, the very latest. Just enjoy Christmas, enjoy the rest of the turkey if you even celebrate it. If you don't, I will see you on Monday, and we will do the last prediction and analysis for this year for the Premiership. And hopefully every team has a really good January transfer window. Anyway, I'm out. Bless.